Without using a calculator, evaluate this one. So we have the numerator and the denominator. We start with the numerator. So negative 13 plus 5 minus 70 divided by 5. We use body mass. There's no brackets or there is no this one, so we start with division. So we will have negative 13 plus 5 minus 14. 70 divided by 5 is 14. The next thing that comes is multiplication. There is no multiplication, there is addition. So we are going to add this and this one first, which will give us negative 8 minus 14. And this one will give us negative 22. So the numerator is negative 22. Then we come to the denominator. The denominator, we have 9 minus 14 times negative 3 divided by 21. From the body mass, division we will start. So we will start with division. So we will have 9 minus 14 times negative 3 divided by 21. 3 divided by 21. And actually that is negative 1 over 7. Negative 1 over 7. So the next that comes is multiplication. So we have 9 minus 14. So 7 here, 3 times, 7 here, twice. Now we will have 2 times negative 6 times negative 3. What that's negative 6 divided. So this one actually will go with this one. So we will have negative 1. So we will have negative. So this one, negative times a negative is positive, so it is going to be 9 plus 2, and the answer is 11. So our answer from the denominator is 11. Now the numerator divided by denominator, that is negative 22 divided by 11, and the answer is negative 2. Number 2, simplify the expression. So we will start with the num. 3a square b minus 3. So b negative 3 is the same as 1 over b raised to power 3. So here we will have 3a square divided by b cubed. That is the numerator. The denominator, we have 2 negative 1 is actually the same as 1 over 2 raised to power 1 times a raised to power negative 1 is actually 1 over a raised to power 1, and then times b square. So this is the same as b square divided by 2a. b square divided by 2a. This one a was square, sorry. Here there's a mistake here. This was square. This is 2 here, so square. Now we have the numerator, which is 3a square over b cubed divided by b square over 2a square. This is the same as 3a square over b cubed times the reciprocal of this, 2a square divided by b square. This one is the same as 6. 3 times 2 is 6a raised to power 4, because this is the same. We add the power, we divide by b raised to power 5, right? So this one is the same as, this answer is correct, but you can as well write it as 6a raised to power 4 b raised to power negative 5. This one and this one, they are the same. A triangle ABC is such that AB is 11, AB is 11, BC is 8 centimeter, and angle ABC is 53. Calculate the area of the triangle correct to 2 decimal places. We have one angle included and 2 sides, so we are going to use the formula I have. Side by side, I have A times B sine theta. Now I have times A is this side, that's 11, times 8 times sine 53. Right? This one is going to be 44 sine 53. And this one will give us 31.14 centimeters square to 2 decimal places. A cylindrical solid of radius 7 centimeter has a conical top of the same radius. The height of the cylindrical part of the solid is 17. The conical top has a vertical height of 9 centimeters. Calculate the volume of the solid. So let us try to draw the solid. So first tumeambiwa iko na cylinder, and the cylindrical solid has a radius of 7 centimeters. The height of the cylindrical part is 17, so the height is 17 centimeters. The conical top of so it has a top that is a cone. So you extend this one to form a cone like that. So it is made of a cone and a cylindrical part. Then you are told that the conical top has a vertical height of 9. So it means from here up to here is 9 centimeters. 9 centimeters. So the question is now calculate the volume. So we are supposed now to calculate the volume of the cone, then we add the volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cone is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. Volume of the cylinder is given by r square h. So now we are going to add this and this to get the total volume. So now we start with by r/3 times 22/7 times the radius. Remember they are sharing the radius, which is 7. That is 7 times 7 times the height of the cone, which is 9, plus the cylinder, which is 22/7 times the radius square, 7 times 7 times the height, which is 17. This one gives us 462 plus 26, 18 centimeters cube, and the total is 300,080 centimeters cube. Two light bulb are set to light after every 40 seconds and 60 seconds respectively. If they light exactly at the same time initially, calculate the time in minutes they will take to light together again. Here, you are supposed to find the LCM of 40 and 60. We find the LCM. We start with 2. This one is 20, 30. We go 2 again. This is 10, 15. 2 again, 5, 15. We go to 3, 5, 5. We go to 5, 1, 1. So it will take 2 square, 2 cube, times 3 times 5 seconds to ring it at the same time again. This one is the same as 120 seconds. 120 seconds is the same as 2 minutes. That is 120 divided by 60. It gives us 2 minutes. So the time in minutes they will take to ring together, they will take 2 minutes. The number of times they would light together in the first half an hour. Half an hour is exactly equal to 30 minutes. So it is 30 divided by 2 minutes, and the number of times it is 15 times. In 30 minutes, they will link together 15 times. Very good. Solve the equation cos 20 theta is equal to sin theta for this and that. Leave your answer in that one. So cos, remember cos theta plus sin theta is equal to 90 because these are complementary angles. So using this knowledge, you will be able to calculate what we are given. So we have been given that cos 2 theta, we are going to add sin theta, this one, and the answer is going to be 90. So, but 90 is the same as pi c divided by 2, because pi radian here, this is exactly 1/8. So 1/8 divided by 2 will give us 90. So we continue. Once we introduce the cos and the sin, now we ignore the cos and the sin. We add 2 theta plus theta. The answer is 90, or is the answer is pi c over 2. So 3 theta is equal to 30. Actually, it's equal to 90, which is equal to pi c over 2. So we want the theta. So theta itself is equal to 30, and 30 is the same as pi c divided by 6. So we were asked to find the theta, and that the answer is pi c over 6, because the answer was supposed to be left in radians. Remember, 180 degrees is the same as pi radians. You should always remember that. Simplify and hence factorize the expression this. So we are supposed to simplify. So let us open this. This is the same as 5x into the second one, which is 4x minus plus 5y cross negative 4, this negative 4y into 4x plus 5y minus 9xy. So we open this times this, we will get 20x squared plus 25 xy minus, this times this is going to be 16 xy plus, no sorry, minus, this times is going to be negative 20 y square minus 9xy. But these like terms together, this minus this, we are going to have 20 x square plus 9xy. This minus this is going to be 9xy, and then minus 20y square minus 9xy. This and this one will cancel out, so that we have 20 x square minus 20 y square. 20 and 20 is common, so we have 20 into x square minus y square. But this is this expression here is a perfect square, so this one is going to be 20 into x plus y, x minus y, and that is the final expected answer. I said this is a perfect square, but it is a difference of two squares. I meant that difference. This is a difference of two squares. So this is how it is written. This one and this one is the same. A difference of two squares. From a point on top of a cliff 40 meters high, two boats A and B are observed due east. The angle of depression of boat A is 32 and that of boat B is 52. Determine the distance between the two boats correct to two decimal places. So you have to sketch the height, and then to due east, we can now draw our due east. So here we will have our boat A. We will have our boat A here, which is, this is the angle of, if the angle of depression here up to here is 32, then the angle of elevation also is 32, because the angle of elevation is equal to the angle of depression. And then we have another boat from the top to a point P here, which is adjacent to A, right? And then the angle of depression of that angle is 52. So if from here up to here is 52, then from here up to here is also 52, because the angle of depression is equal to the angle of elevation. Angle of depression is equal to the angle of elevation. You know that. You should know that. So from here, if we take from this point, let me call this point S, and here we call it P here. So from S to A, so if I take the distance from up to here is X, and then take from S to B to be Y, then we know from the tan that the tan 32, this tan 32, remember tan is the opposite of adjacent, which is opposite. We had been given this height here 40 meters. So opposite from this angle is opposite is 40 over adjacent, which is X. So from here we will have X will be equal to 40 divided by tan 32, and this one will give us 64.013 meters. Now we go to SP. We have this angle here, and they are sharing the height. So we are saying tan 52 is equal to opposite, which is 40, divided by Y. Right? So Y is going to be 40 divided by tan 52. And this one will give us 31.251. But to get now the distance between the two boats, the boat A and B, this is the distance between them. So the distance between them is x minus y, the whole minus from here. And this one is 64.013 minus 31.251. In two decimal places, it will give us 32.76 centimeters. Or it was meters, sorry, meters. We give us, say, 32.6 meters. In the figure below, the following figure, triangle ABC is a uniform cross-section of the ABCDEF. Given that the BE is one of the solid, complete the sketch showing hidden edges with broken lines. Kwa hivyo tushapewa BE. BE itafanana na hii inaenda kwenda huku. So we first measure B using our, like this. From BE, we will have exactly the same length from here up to somewhere where we don't know where, but we know this distance will be the same as this distance. Fine, that's what we are sure of. Another thing we are sure of is this distance from here up to here will be the same from A to somewhere there. So this distance will be the same from A up to somewhere there. Just stand it there, put a mark there like that, right? Distance DCD and AF must be the same, right? So we this and this one. Another thing we know is that this distance from here up to here, from here up to here will be the same, right? So we know the distance PC, will be the same as the distance ED, where D is, sawa? So tunamesha hii, simama hapa, mark there, sawa? So from there, you can now join C and D. You can join that one. Now, we know this line PC will be this line from here to here, there. So, we know this is distance here from here up to here will be the same from here up to there, right? So, you join that. Right? We know A and F, we have to join that now. You join that. A and F. Fine. Now the next thing we join is this is D and this is F. We can now join ED, but remember it is inside there, so we have to use dotted lines. This one is going to be dotted lines. A dotted line here. This one is a dotted. Right? And then E and F, it is also hidden, so we have to dot it. E and F is dotted and it is hidden, so we do this way, like that. And that is what you were expected, or that was what the students were expected to draw. This line of mine here did not come out properly. Combo. Good. So that's what they were expected to draw. A salesman sells storybooks and textbooks. The cost price of a storybook is 600, while that of a textbook is 900. The salesman is paid a commission of 10% on the cost of any book sold. One day, the salesman sold twice as many storybooks as textbooks. He earned a commission of Kenya shilling 8,400. Determine the total number of storybooks sold. So let the number of storybooks sold be X. If the number of storybooks sold, then the number of textbooks sold, because it was a half this one, so it will be X over 2 because it was a half, right? So commission, we know we calculated 10% of 100, that is the commission, times the total sales. So the total sales for the storybooks, it is 600 times the books sold, storybooks, which is X, plus 10% of 100 times 900 times the textbooks that were sold, which is X over 2. The total will give us 8,400. This one will give us 8,400. So we can remove this and this one, this and this. So we will have 60X plus this one and this one, this one and this one. So we will have one here, 45. 45X is equal to 8,400. So this plus this is going to give us 105. X is equal to 8,400. So we divide it by 10,105. We find that the value of X is equal to 80. But the X stands for storybooks, and the questions ask you to find the number of storybooks sold. So they were 80 storybooks. 80 storybooks. The equation of a curve is given by this. Using a trapezium rule with 4 strips, estimate area enclosed by the curve this. The lines X equal to this and that. So first you need to remember the formula for getting the area is given by y naught plus y end plus 2 into y1 plus y2 plus yn minus 2. So we need to get the height. The height is given by 5 minus 1 divided by the number of strips, and that is going to give us 1. So then we now take x and y, we form a table of the values that we have. So we have from 1, x, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5. These values of x-axis. So we are going now to use when x is 1, y is going to be 1. When x is 2, is going to be, we square 2, which is going to be 4. When x is 3 square is going to be 9, 16, and 25 respectively. So now we take these values and substitute them in the formula. So I have h is 1 times 1 into 1 plus the last value, which is 25, and then plus 2 into the remaining, which is y1, the others which are remaining, that is 4 plus 9 plus 16. This is the same as 1 over 2, 84. This one will give us a total of 84. and it will give you 42 square units. So maybe to explain somehow, this is the y, and this one is the y0, this is y1, y2, y3, and y4. So y4 being the last one is the one we call yn. Fine. So it is important for me to mention that. So this, umeona kwa hii formula nimeanza na y1. y1 ilikuwa 4 plus y2 plus 3. n minus 1, in fact inafaa kuwa n minus 1. n minus 1 inamaanisha 5 minus 1 which is 4. So hatuendi kwa 5. I think ukiendelea utaelewa zaidi. Vectors A, B, and C are represented as shown. So this is vector A, vector B. Vector B takes 2 units. This one takes like that, and this one C takes like this. So the question is here, on the grid represented this one, represent the resultant vector A plus B, resultant vector A plus B plus C. This one. So we are supposed to draw that. So here, kitu ulikuwa unafaa kuona ni kwamba kutoka hapa mpaka hapa inachukua square 1, 2 na inaenda 1, 2, 3. So I will just draw that one here. It is going to start here. Nikichora mpaka hapo, takuwa nimeichora exactly jinsi imechorwa hapo, na niweke hapo, na hiyo ni A. Sawa? B inachukua units mbili 1, 2. Sawa? So unafaa ku connect hii unit mbili kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. Simple as that. So unasimama hapa, una connect kutoka hapo mpaka hapa, na uweke arrow hivi, na hiyo ni B, vector B. Sawa? Haya. Then A plus B sasa ni kutoka hapa mpaka hapa, unafaa kujoin 2 and then you are done. So A plus B, you are supposed to join this and that. And now this one is A plus B. Fine. Now we need now to join A, B, and then C. So from here we have C. So you can see C is coming down how many units? 1, 2. From B, because we're from B. So part B, you will repeat the same. So how many squares? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. From here, this is A. This is B, 2 units, B. And then C, so you can see here, it is 2 units, 1, 2, this way. So we will draw that. From here up to here, 2 units. But 4 of them, so this way, up to here. So this is C, vector C. And then now A, B, C will be, you join this one. So this one is A plus B plus C. So this is A, part B. Given that matrix P is this one, Q is this, and R is equal to 20 P inverse plus Q, determine the matrix R. So for us to get R, we must get the inverse of P first. So what will be the inverse? For you to get it, you have to get the determinant again. So determinant of P will be the secondary. You remember that. So that is going to be, this is P, that is 4 times negative 1 minus 7, negative 7 times 2. And this one will give us 4, that is 10. So the determinant is 10. But remember the inverse. P inverse is given by 1 of the determinant, which is 10, into, you interchange this one. This one will be 7 positive, and this one will be negative 2, and this one is 1, and this one is 4, negative 1. You should remember how we used to get the inverse of a matrix. So R is going to be now 20 of everything here, that is 20 P inverse, and this is P inverse, into 1 over 10, negative 1, negative 2, 7, 4, plus Q. Q is negative 1, 5, 6, negative 3, right? So this is multiplication. We can finish this and this one. So this 0 can, so we are going to have 2 into hii 10 inaisha na hii kwa sababu iko kwa chini. Sawa? So 2 times negative 1, negative 2, 7, 4, plus negative 1, 5, 6, negative 3. This is going to be negative 2, negative 4, 14, 8, plus negative 1, 5, 6, negative 3. So this plus that is going to be negative 3. This is going to be 1. This plus this is going to be 20. This plus is going to be 5. So R, this is equal to R. In a sub-country, the number of children per family was recorded from 30 families. The data recorded as shown represent the data in a frequency distribution table. So this is how it is supposed to be done. So you can put this column for tally, or if you want. Now for those that are, how many zeros are there? It is only 1. So we have 1 tally, and the frequency is 1. Number 1. So you count 1, 2, 3. So you will have it there 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. And that is 3. Number 2, there are how many? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And there are 8. You count like that. You delete 1. 3, how many are there? There are 10. So you that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 10. So like that. So the frequency is as you can see here. Sorry for the nilipotea hapo kidogo. So here now then you multiply f times x. So 0, this one is going to be 0, this one is going to be 3. You multiply 16, this times that is 30, 12, 10, 12, 1. And then you add. This is 7. So you add, you find that fx summation is equal to 90. Summation f equal to 30 were given. So that's our frequency distribution table. Hii column ya tally si lazima ikuwe so long as the frequency is correct. Calculate the mean number. So mean is calculated by summation fx divided by summation f, the frequency. This one is 90 divided by 30. That one is 3 children. 3 children. The equation of a curve is given by this. Determine the equation of the normal by the curve at this. So if we have been given the equation of the normal first, we must get the gradient function. The gradient function, we differentiate this once, that is dy over dx. We differentiate this one, is going to be 6x minus 2. So that is our gradient function. But at x is equal to 2, we will now substitute here and get the gradient. So the gradient of the curve will be equal to 6 into 2 minus 2. And that is 12 minus 2. The gradient is 10. The gradient is 10. So the normal and the curve and the normal, they are perpendicular, right? So the gradient of the normal is going to be negative 1 over 10 because they are perpendicular, and you know the relationship between the gradients of perpendicular lines. So the next thing we want to get is the value of y when x is equal to 2 here. So y is equal to 3x squared minus 2x. What is the value of y when x is equal to 2? So this one will be 3 into 2 squared minus 4 minus 4. So y is going to be 8. So the point is 2, 8. The gradient is equal to negative 1 over 10. Now we can get the gradient is equal to change in y over change in x, which is equal to y minus 8 divided by x minus 2, and the answer is negative 1 over 10. So we draw that this is going to be 10y minus 80 is equal to negative x plus 2. We like times 2, that is 10y is equal to negative x. Hii ikikuja pande hii itakuwa plus 82. That is the equation. Because hatujaambiwa unaweza iacha hapo, or you divide by, you can say now y is equal to. So you can write the equation in this form, or you can leave here the answer at this point, no problem. There was no restrictions. On the Cartesian plane provided, solve the simultaneous equation. For you to solve this equation, lazima utengeneze the y and the coordinates that you are going to use. So nimetengeneza when x is 0, y is 2. When x is 3, it's going to be 4 plus 2, which is 6. When x is 6, this is the under 2 plus that is 10. Hizi coordinates lazima zikuwe easy. You can use a different one so long as you calculate vizuri. For this line, this is the one here. You can also start when x is 0 here, y is going to be negative 1. When x is 3 minus 3 is 0, so y is going to be 0. When x is 6, so 6 minus 3, the answer is going to be 1. So we are going to use these coordinates to draw the graph on the Cartesian provided. So first I have 0, when x is 0, y is 2, so you put the point there. When x is 3, y is 6, y is 6. 2 points are enough to draw. So I will draw this one. So you put your ruler on the points, and then you draw a straight line like that. And this is the line y is equal to 4 over 3 x plus 2. And then I will plot this one. When x is 0, this one is negative 1, y is negative 1, x is 0, negative 1 here. when x is 3, y is 0. When x is 3, y is 0. So it is here. 2 points are enough. So you join the 2 points like this, and that one. You put your ruler properly, and then you draw the line, and this is the line y is equal to x minus 3. So where the two lines meet, those are the solutions for the value of x and y. So where are they meeting? They are meeting at x is negative 3. They are meeting where y is negative 2. Y is negative 2. So the answer is x is negative 3, y is negative 2, and that is what the student is expected to do.